Yes, yes, you are. Okay, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. How are you?
I am great. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing well as well. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, okay. So, how was your weekend?
Yeah, it was great, but before that, I want to confirm, is my voice okay or just a little low? Like, how's that?
No, no, it's perfect.
It's fine. Okay, thank you. Okay, you were asking for my weekend. It was
Yes.
great. Of course, yesterday was Sunday, so I went to temple and I was there for more than 5 to 6 hours. I spent like afternoon to evening. I came back almost at 8. So it was a great experience and great weekend so far.
Okay, so as we are meeting for the first time, would you mind introducing yourself to me?
Yes, of course, I can introduce myself. So my name is Ashutosh Dwivedi, as you can see on screen. And
Mm-hmm.
about my place, I come from Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh. And about my education, right now I'm pursuing my master's degree, that is Masters of Arts in English Literature. And apart from this, I do run a YouTube channel, which is based on spoken English conversations. That's all about me. Thank you.
Okay, that's great. So, should I introduce myself too?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, hello, I am Japneet Kaur. I'm a freelance academic writer. Besides that, I'm a language trainer and I love conversing with people. So, yeah, that's all about me.
Oh, that's great. And where do you come from? Is it Punjab?
No, 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 I come from Rajasthan.
Oh, Rajasthan. Okay, quite interesting. I thought, like, before attending the session, I thought you would be from Punjab,
Yeah, yeah, my
as your
ancestors are
name
from Punjab.
reflects. Hmm.
Okay, so let's start with today's session.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so what are your views about feminism?
What's my views about the feminism? What feminism says, like, we have to give the equally importance to the female, and that's really good. Of course, it's important to there if there are two wheels in a cart. It's really important to be equal. Otherwise, it is going to be really difficult in the society to go forward. So I think, of course, they should get chance for the education, for the career, and for all of, like, the things whatever the boys do. So that's what I think about it, because I have two elder sisters and I want them to do something good in their life for sure. So that's what I can say about the feminism, and that's a good thing. And but what I think is strongly only, like, only supporting women, that is also not good. I said, like, equality. Of course, it should be, like, right with the both of the, like, genders, male and female. So yeah, that's what I can say.
So I think feminism is not about supporting rights of women. It's equality for both the genders, right?
Yeah, it is. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what sort of improvement you're actually looking for in English Yari?
Yeah, I want to improve my pronunciation, and of course pronunciation, because I make mistakes sometimes with the voices and sounds of like S and SH, V and W, and G, Z, Z. Like, a lot of, like, problems with the pronunciation. And apart from this, I want to expose myself. I mean to say that in terms of confidence, if I'll interact with multiple trainers, I'll be able to become better with the confidence. That's what I feel.
Okay, so like how do you pronounce the word equality?
Yeah, that
It's
is
equality,
equality, I
right?
say. Hmm.
Sorry?
Equality.
Equality. We have to pay emphasis on that A vowel.
Equality, okay.
Yes, 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 better. So, do you believe that women should stay at home and they should not like be employed outside or they should not work as men?
This should work, of course, until, like, what I feel nowadays, the parenting is becoming really difficult for the, like, parents to do, because both are working. If the mother and father, like, they both are working, it's very difficult for the kids to live at home. So I don't say, like, it's good for the women to be at home 24 hours. Of course, the both can handle the responsibility. They should go out and they should pursue their career. It depends on their mind and mindset. what I would say, like the last or like ancient time, that this was not the concept for the women to work, because they were happy serving, because the goal was literally different, and they were aware of that ultimate goal or higher purpose. They were very much inclined into spirituality, and their wives were happy serving their husbands. So because they were helping in their like spiritual journey, so they would also get benefit out of it. But nowadays this is a fight of money and the profession and becoming better in the like in a corporate world. So of course they should get chance, but I feel like they should understand the ultimate thing, that what is their role, and being a mother, it is very important to give the like good care to their kids as well, along with work, of course.
Okay, so when you're conversing and you're using sh words, they should.
Mhm.
You generally like
Mhm.
fumble in between this sir sound sh.
Yeah, that's what I said. S and SH.
They should, and it's women,
Should. Hmm.
women.
Women. Hmm.
Yeah. So since you hail from Uttar Pradesh, well, like your mother is a working woman or she's a housewife?
Not at all. I come from a family of farmer. So my father is a farmer and my mother is housewife. So I'm fortunate enough to get such kind of parents. Maybe in next generation it is not possible to get parents who would be at home. They must be working, what I feel. So, but my parents are not working. Basically, I'm from village.
So, if the other day your mother asks you that she wants to pursue her career in teaching or in some other profession, would you support her?
Why not? But I don't really think so now she would go for it. Of course, like I have two elder sisters and my mother is 50 plus. So, but if she would say for it, of course, I would be really happy. Like if she wants to go for it.
Okay, so it's parents. We have to focus on the vowel sound again. It's parents.
Yeah, parents.
Yes, yes, better. So, what do you think that working women they are not good mothers?
Difficult for them to manage. We have to be practical. Of course, they are good mother. I can't deny that they are not good mothers, but everybody has the 24 hours, right? And if you work for a corporate company 14 hours and 16 hours, like if you work for 10 hours and it takes like 2 hours, 4 hours for commuting, then difficult for the kids or difficult for the parents, right? So they are good mothers, I can't deny that. But of course, you see practically, like if a person works for 14 and 16 hours, and when he'll be back home he'll be tired enough, and he like very
Yes.
tired, then making food and preparing and arranging all the things is going to be very hectic for her. So that's what I feel. But they are good, but they should somehow it is the like responsibility of parents, that they should make a right decision for themselves and for their kids as well, so the family can go in a like in a great manner. Nowadays I don't really see the essence of the family. Like father is living somewhere else, mother is living somewhere else, the kids are living somewhere else. So that's not the thing which makes a family. So family means the essence of the family, that we should be attached to each other and we should take care of according to Indian culture. Basically in foreign countries culture, it's totally different, and we can't compare that.
Okay. So, do you think that women are biased against men, like in film industries? They are paid less than men?
Yeah, exactly. I feel so. When it comes to cinema industry, for sure, the male candidates or male actors, they get a lot of money, but a few actresses are there, who have done a great job, like Priyanka Chopra, Deepika Padukone,
Yes.
Aishwarya Rai Bachchan. They got a like Rashmika Mandana, so they got a good money for it. But most of the like actresses are not like getting fair money for it. So that's not a good thing. They should get it depends on their role. Like if they are in the main role and the lead role of the movie, they should get more money for it. Why not?
Okay. So, what do you think if a woman is not supported by her family to like pursue her career? What should she do in such circumstance?
It becomes difficult for her actually. Not in the case of women, of course. For women, it is a little more difficult than men, but all men's are also not getting supported by their family in all the passions, whatever they want to pursue, right? So what you have to do first, you have to become the self-dependent, and the finance matters a lot. Once you started doing something, you can go forward for your career and passion. Same for the women and men. So man, so they can do it. So, but little difficult because in our society, it is a male-dominant society where we
Hmm.
want give that much freedom to the girls or like ladies to go out and pursue their career. But now I don't see a lot of change in it. Of course, you can see a lot of girls in Mumbai, Delhi, Chennai, big cities working for the companies. So it is becoming normal. But you can't change the total thought from the people like who are orthodox or living in the the place where the tradition and these kind of things are really dominant. But in big cities, I can see more girls than boys now.
Hmm. So, do you feel that in the state of Uttar Pradesh, which we are living in right now, there are enough good academic opportunities for girls or women?
Yes, it depends on the society and locality and your family traditions as well. But in Uttar Pradesh, I feel yes, right? They have the great opportunity for the education, but same point of time, Uttar Pradesh is a I wouldn't say that is modern state, of course, not at all. We are tied with a lot of culture and traditions, so it's not easy. Like as I said, that it depends on your family background and family culture. That if your grandparents and parents they are educated and they have the great idea. Of course, the Priyanka Chopra, she comes from the Uttar Pradesh, Bareilly, right? A lot of players, a lot of the actresses and actors now you can see they come from Uttar Pradesh, but it only depends on your family, like where do you belong. So that is the thing, but they have the good education. That's what I can say. But for pursuing their career, they must go to other cities like Delhi, Chennai, Mumbai, or other things. Because in
So you
Uttar
want,
Pradesh, Noida is there. Mhm.
so you wanted to go somewhere to pursue your masters in English literature besides from UP?
No, actually, I'm happy being here. Basically, I was a commerce student and I have done my BCom honors accounting degree from Banaras Hindu University. So it was a well-known university and I was happy for it. And I went to Noida. Of course, I was in Noida for a month. I wanted to explore Delhi and Noida, but I found that I don't belong to that city, to be honest. The way, the city is conducting people in that way, I don't really like it, and I came back from there, and I now I'm happy here in my city because it's not that much fast city like metropolitan cities. It's normal city where you can live your life and you can do whatever you want without running for something.
So, what made you shift from commerce to arts?
I was a commerce student and I wanted to become a chartered accountant. But during the COVID period, when I came back to my hometown, I found my interest in communication and I started working on it. And I started doing the conversations with the people for 4 hours, 5 hours, and 6 hours. And it was really fascinating for me. Then I thought, why not to continue and take a degree in English literature? Then I continued my master's in English literature, and now I want to make my career around this communication and spoken English.
Okay, so since you're doing masters in English literature, if you're asked to make a thesis, which topic
Mhm.
would you choose? Or which any particular author that is favorite of yours?
I think I don't have favorite authors. I basically, to be honest, like literature, I don't really like from my core of the heart. I found the practical English is really good, where you can know the culture and talk to the people rather than just reading the headlines and everything. So I would go for the practical things. Of course, the practical, the science of languages and the technique of the languages, how to learn it. I would go for this practical thing that how a person can learn a language. That's what I would love to write on.
Okay. Can you suggest me a word which is synonymous to equality?
Equality, the synonymous. I don't have right now in my mind. I have to think
Okay,
about it.
so is the chat box visible to you?
Yes.
So I've typed the word there, parity.
Parity. Okay.
Okay, so instead of using equality, we can also use parity.
Okay. Parity.
So can you use parity in a sentence?
Okay. Yeah. The boys and the parity means like equality, right? Boys and girls should get parity in the society.
Okay, perfect, perfect. Okay, so what are your views about gender equality? Can it ever be achieved in a country like India?
It's not a topic about India, what I feel. Of course, it's everywhere. Even though you can, hear Emma Watson. She is from UK, but she is a great feminist, and she talks about it. Means she is able to see all the inequalities going on now. So in India, it's a little difficult because we have a lot of culture and things, but it can be achieved for sure. And yeah, but there should be a like good goal for it. Nowadays only we have the highest goal, that is money. That's why we are fighting for it, and I don't feel, like already said, that that's not a good thing at all. Education is important, but essence is of the family, that we should have a one ultimate goal, and the goal of the combine of the family, which should be in the welfare of the family. So but nowadays, everyone is working, living in the country. Like if we are Indians, we go to US, Canada, work there. Father is working, mother is working, kids are working. They don't get time to sit together. So that's not a good thing, but of course it's fine. I think it can be achieved, and people are achieving nowadays, going to other places, and even though you can see here in the country, but they are achieving the equality. At the same point of time, they are not getting time to live their life.
I feel gender equality can never be achieved because it's a state of utopia. You know the meaning of this word utopia?
No.
Utopia is a state where everything happens perfectly. There is no torture, there is no nothing, and everything is perfect, which is just not possible. It's a
Yeah,
state
that
of
ideal
imagination.
situation is never possible, even
Yes,
though not in the
exactly.
economics, not in the
Hmm.
society.
Hmm.
No, it's an ideal situation, and that can't be achieved. Yeah.
So that's what I believe. I think even if people are going to different countries and all, equality still cannot be achieved because women are not given equal opportunities in every field, right? In economic field or in political field, there is a lot of corruption, as you know.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Of course, I wouldn't say that everywhere this is the thing. Nowadays, sometimes you can see that the girls and the women's, they are getting more priorities than the males, and the males are deprived, and somewhat exploitation they are suffering. But the boys, whatever they suffer now, nobody is going to listen them, because feminism is there. So if you go, if I'll say that if there is any case, if the boy is struggling from it, and if you go to police station for the fire kind of thing, they would say, oh man, what kind of boy you are. So they are not going to give you justice. But of course with the girls the same thing is happening. So we should treat them not actually boys and girls. We should treat them as a human being, and we are the social animals, so we should be treated in a good way, whatever it is. So
Do you think UP is safe for women?
I don't know, safe or
Okay.
not, but actually every city has some problems, and of course every city has its own crime. So in UP also, we get the news from all around the country. Everywhere the crimes are happening, and they happen. So, but nowadays, of course, the stick nets is there. You can see that. I see like that. I believe in that. From the 2014, or what was that? I'm not sure, but
Hmm.
2017 maybe. So from the Yogi government, now it's little bit strict, and things are a little better. That's what I can say only.
Okay,
But
so
it
if you're
depends on the mindset of the people. If we would work for something higher, and the moralities, and which is not there in the society at all nowadays. Only we are learning science, mathematics, and
hmm.
all these things. We are trying to reach to Mars, and the Jupiter and like space, but we are not learning how to be happy and calm and composed and how to behave people. Morality is not there in the society. Until or unless we are not going to focus on those things which are the roots of the society, then of course it would be there for sure.
Okay, so do you think that people are just running behind materialistic things?
Yes, they do, of course. So nowadays, people are not able to understand what is life and what is the ultimate goal. And nowadays, the people are so much crazy about it, buying things, showing off. They are not happy inside, but they are okay to show off things to their friends, their family, their relatives, that they are highly rich. So that's the thing. But we should go for the high, higher goal, which already there's a statement like vasudhaiva kutumbakam, so means like whole world is like a family. So we should not treat each other on the basis of the body. We should treat each other on the basis of soul. So soul presents in every single creature on this planet.
Okay, so do you think there is transparency in the voting system of your state?
I don't know, like, but yeah, the thing is that of course I feel it's right, but they sometimes we hear the news that some fraudulent is happening. Some they are complaining against parties are always complaining that they do something with the machineries like EVM and they win the elections. Uh, I don't have very much deep idea about it because I'm not very much into politics. So I don't know they are right or wrong or because I haven't given a lot of votes yet.
Okay, so for example, if you are made the head of any backward village around your state, there
Mhm.
women are not allowed to vote. So how would you raise awareness among them so that women can also vote?
They are not. If I would be, of course, like the head of the village, for sure, I would get the right I would get the power to give them right to give votes. So why not? Of course, then it is all about starting a campaign and telling them the benefits of that. That they can be the part of this choosing people who is the right and wrong for them. They can just choose according to their like you know what I can say, that wiseness or whatever the intellect, they can choose it like who's right for them. So that's how they can giving votes is always helpful. But nowadays, as you can see, that politicians they are working for themselves, not for the public. So not even though if you think like if you see that person is good enough and he is winning the election, will it be helpful for you? I don't really think so. So if they do something good, be happy. If they don't do something good, be happy. So live your life. That's what the thing is.
Okay, so you follow the motto live and let live.
Yeah, exactly. Don't expect a lot of from these politician leaders.
Okay, so do you think Narendra Modi, our Prime Minister, is doing sufficient to overcome like the poverty in our country?
They are doing well in all the aspects, I must say. But of course, the poverty is not going to be out of the country. Of course,
Hmm.
starvation and hunger, people are dying. This kind of things are there. But
Hmm.
nobody is that much, what I'll say, ideal prime minister that they wouldn't go for the science and research and they would go for only like hunger and things. But no, they want to make the advancement in every single aspects or area. So hunger and this kind of things are there, but I think they are doing well. That's what I can say overall.
Can you tell me a word synonymous to poverty?
Poverty, uh, no, actually, that basically we call poor then poverty.
No, no, no. It's penury. Just check your chat box.
Okay, got it.
Penury. So can you use the word penury in a sentence? Penury basically means the state of being poor, right? It
Hmm.
represents
India
poverty, the
is
state
full
of
of
being.
penury people.
Sorry?
India is full of penury people.
Penury is actually a state. We can't say poor. It doesn't mean poor, it means the state of being poor.
The
So
state
we
of being
can,
poor means what?
Mhm.
Like in
Like
what
for
sense you have to
example,
use it?
I'll give you an example that he was driven into penury after the pandemic.
Hmm.
He
Okay.
was driven into the state of poverty, that is penury. after the pandemic? As you know, how was your time like during COVID?
How was my time? It was great. I learned, interacting with the people. I have done a lot of conversations. So as I was in village, it was not horrible and pathetic like Mumbai or big cities. So we were living a peaceful life. But sometimes here and there, getting the news that someone got died, then it was making us afraid. But apart from this, it was very happy life because all the family members were together, and it was a great time for me being in a village. But for the people in the city, it was really horrible.
Don't you think it was a nice family time for the people like us, for like middle class people, whereas lower class people they actually suffered during this pandemic, right?
Yeah, it was, of course, but at the same point of time, the people who were responsible and who were earning money, for them, it was really difficult to sit at home. So a lot of people they got the depression that they wouldn't be able to run their family. So if we have the good sufficient to just go forward, but the few people were there who were based on the daily wages and things like that, right?
Mhm.
So for them it was really difficult, but for the people who had sufficient money and things to survive, so it was a good time. For sure, it was a great time ever. That's what I would say.
Okay, so throughout the session, Ashutosh, I noticed that you are making very, very common mistakes, like the
Mhm,
word women, plan, clarity. You just have to focus on the vowels, right?
mhm, mhm,
Else you have a very good command over your language, but we just need to improve some pronunciations.
mhm.
Moreover, it was very nice to talk with you. And before we wrap up the session, do you have any feedback or any doubt?
No, I don't. I don't have any doubt.
Okay, thank you so much for the session. Hope to see you again.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Okay, have a good day.